Hi, in this video, I'm going to share what I believe is the absolute best strategy for email warm-up and making sure your cold emails reach the inbox of your recipients. Let's dive in. So first, I need to clarify why email warm-up is crucial today. So email warm-up is the process of building a positive sender reputation by increasing your sending volume over time and generating engagement on your email activity. So today, the two major mailbox providers are Google and Microsoft. So they decide where your emails will land. And to decide where your emails will land, they check multiple things. So they check your email content first, and they check your sending setup, and they check your sender reputation. And to check your sender reputation, they check your engagement rates. So they check how many positive interactions you get on your emails, like openings, replies, positive replies, how often your emails are marked as important, how often your emails are removed from spam, etc. And they also check your negative interactions, such as spam complaints. So if you receive a lot of spam complaints, your sender reputation will drop. So that's how they score your sender reputation. Email warmup helps you make sure to have a good sender reputation and maintain it over time. That's why today, running B2B cold outreach campaigns without email warmup is guaranteed to end up in spam in a matter of weeks. That's a guarantee. So let me go to the second part. So before going purely into email warmup, you need to make sure to have the right strategy. Otherwise, you will have suboptimal results, and you don't want that, because keep in mind that every email you send to spam is a potential customer you miss. So spam means missing revenue. All right. So here's the best strategy today. First is to use the right provider. So the best email providers to land in inbox are Google Workspace and Office 365 for B2B cold outreach. Any other provider will lead to lower results. That's a fact. And we have the data at MailReach of all the providers with their average reputation score. And we can tell you that even if there's some hype around new solutions helping you scale your outreach by creating a lot of mailboxes and all that, for now, it doesn't work better than using Google Workspace or Office 365. So my advice is to avoid trying to save money on the provider, because at the end of the day, using the wrong provider will make you miss revenue. So it's important, even if Google and Microsoft are more expensive, at the end of the day, there's nothing better than a Google Workspace or an Office 365 to end up in the inbox of another Google Workspace or Office 365 mailbox. All right. So that's the first thing. Once you have the right provider, the rule I recommend is to never send more than 100 cold emails per day per address. And that's if you use the right provider. And that's also if you use a good email warmup. And that's the case with MailReach. We know that MailReach users who use also Google Workspace or Office 365 can send 100 cold emails per day and have a perfect delivery team. If you use another provider, such as a custom SMTP or anything like that, and if you use a subpar email warmup tool, then sometimes you will be able to only send 20 cold emails max per address, and even 20 will make you land in spam because you don't have the right setup. So yeah, that's what we recommend here. Make sure to have the minimum number of sending addresses per domain, because the sender reputation is a lot on your domain and your IP. But when you use Google Workspace or Office 365, you don't have to care about the IPs, because they are all managed by Google and Microsoft. And these are the highest reputation IPs in the world. So you don't have to care about the IPs. Minimum sending addresses per domain, because if you have a lot of sending addresses per domain and you have a problem of sender reputation, then it will screw all your addresses of that domain. All right. So don't put your eggs in the same basket. Have multiple domains, and with multiple domains, make sure to not buy domains with hyphens in the domain name, not no numbers, because these are practices of spammers, and make sure to use official or well-known TLDs, such as like a .com, .co, .io, but avoid any exotic extensions because they tend to end up in spam more often. And sometimes you will need to be creative with the names, so you can use a word before or after your brand name, like try MailReach, get MailReach.co, etc., etc. So that's it for the multi-sender, multi-domain strategy. And now we need to talk about what is the most effective way to warm up your email. So I won't talk about manual warm up because today it just doesn't work anymore. It's too time consuming. There's a lot of solutions on the market that offer poor results, I would say, because first their warming pool, so the network of addresses used for email warm up, are often crowded with the wrong providers, and you want to receive positive interactions from Google and Microsoft accounts. You don't want to receive positive interactions from custom SMTPs because you don't care about landing more often in inbox on custom SMTPs. So you need to choose an email warm-up tool with a pool of inboxes, a peer-to-peer network of inboxes, which is mostly composed of Google and Microsoft inboxes. And a lot of cheap solutions or all-in-one tools out there. I won't give any names, but as they are cheap, as they offer unlimited options and all that, so they attract a lot of people wanting to save money on the setup. So they attract a lot of custom SMTPs in the pool, in the warming pool, and you don't want that. You need a pool composed of Gmail and Microsoft. So this is the main problem with most solutions on the market. That's why I can only recommend you MailReach, because even if I'm biased, I can tell you with a lot of confidence that we monitor the warming pool every day, every week. Every week, we refuse customers. We want to connect like thousands of mailboxes, thousands of custom SMTP mailboxes, because even if that would increase our revenue, at the end of the day, it will decrease the quality of our warm up to all our other customers. And we are super careful not to let enter in our pool useless providers who will not bring any benefit to all our customers. So that's what makes MailReach stand out in terms of quality, and that's really important. So that's for the first thing. Once you've chosen the right email warm-up tool, you need to make sure you don't send any campaign the first 14 days, of the domain. You just plug your mailbox into the warming tool, let it be warm during 14 days without any campaigns, and at day plus 15, you can start at if you use MailReach, you can start at 50 cold emails per day and add like 10 per day new emails until you reach max 100 cold emails per day. And the last thing is that warm up today is important. It's crucial, as we've seen that, but it's not everything. It doesn't do everything. If you want to have a perfect deliverability, you need to make sure your content and sending setup are not spammy, even if you don't suspect it. And that's why it's important to run spam test or inbox placement test. At MailReach, we have a free spam test. You can do 3 free tests per 24 hours. Use it because it's important to make sure you not only have a good sender reputation, but you have nothing spammy in your content and in your sending setup. Because you can have a great sender reputation and still land in spam because of your content, because of one link in your email signature, for instance. And we see that happening every day. That's how we are building MailReach to make sure to address all these important elements. So yeah, make sure to run spam test because you need to align the sender reputation, a non-spammy content, and a non-spammy sending setup. With these 3 factors, 3 elements, you will be able to reach a 100% perfect deliverability. And that's crucial on your cold email results at the end of the day. All right. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to keep receiving deliverability tips, because you can afford landing in spam when you're doing cold email campaigns today. All right. Thank you. Have a great day.